It's time for more Nancy. How is everyone doing? Secret of the Scarlet Hand. That's the game that we're playing. And look at that. We actually have the evidence here that has the Scarlet Hand on it. Now, what we do know is that the person who ordered the mercuric sulfide had the initials JR, and I think we all know who JR is. And that's all cool. So I wanted to wander through here again, just for good old time's sake. You know what I'm saying? I think I should have another look at this monolith here. Kind of wander through. So it said it was broken, right?
Looks like this side is missing a part.
So this side is indeed missing a part, but I don't think I've got anything that would go there. I want to turn on again. So I'm gonna assume...
Interesting.
Okay. So I think that's us checking all the sides of the monolith. That one's missing a part. Okay, so we're gonna have to find out where that part goes.
It's locked.
Oh, wow. Oh, check this out. I bet you have to do all those quiz things before I can get in there. Okay. Oh, look at the symbols on the ground. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go ahead and keep on trucking here. Uh-oh. Dude!
Henrik!
Where did you fall from? Did you fall down the stairs?
Amnesia? Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid. Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours. Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first. George is right. She is your supervisor, after all.
Okay. Alright, well, I assume we're back at the hotel. Let's make some phone calls.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Oops.
Oops, false alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I have Prudence's phone number. I think we should give her a call. I have it written down on my piece of paper here. Just because we're here, why not?
You have reached the villa of Prudence Rutherford. As you may have heard, the sanctity of my home has recently been violated. If you've reached this recording, it means I've gone to my quiet place, so please don't leave a message. You are welcome to try back another time. If you are calling about the Corn Growers Ball, rest assured that the show will go on as scheduled on the 9th.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to call Prudence back at a later time or day. Let's give Bess and George a call back.
Hello?
It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you will never guess who the cat just dragged in.
Who?
Frank and Joe Hardy.
Aww.
You're kidding. I haven't talked to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them about your latest case, and... judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment, I think they want to say hello.
Sure, put them on.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you.
We should have known you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, just knee-deep in another case. You know the feeling.
Do we ever? There's one around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
Oh, brother. Listen, Nancy, we're taking off again tomorrow, but if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give us a call on the car phone? The number is 973-555-3393.
Sounds great. I'll do that.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Hey, we have the Hardy Boys phone number. Woo! Woo! Woot woot! I am totally... I had no idea they were in this game, so pardon me while I fanboy over here. The Hardy Boys. What? Say what? That's right, the Hardy Boys. Alright, let's look at our clock here and see what time it is. Let's actually look here. So it's actually in the morning still, so that's cool. We should go and see if we can... Maybe there's a link to the hospital now? No, still not seeing a hospital on here. Well, let's go to the consulate. We'll do the consulate, we'll do Sinclair, then we'll go back to the museum. Maybe we'll unlock the hospital at some point. Can't believe the Hardy Boys phone number. How are them apples? Let's go find out if he's got remorse over Henrik here.
Buenos dias.
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
Okay.
Do you know what cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beech Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
Joanna said the museum didn't have any, but the supplier said she ordered some last week.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
Wow. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I should get back to the museum.
Yes, you should. Buenos dias.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Got some cool music in the background. Alright, let's go say hello to Taylor. Taylor! And then we'll go to the museum. I have the Hardy Boys phone number. Aha, I gotta try that phone number in every Nancy
Any
Drew
news?
game.
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna, perhaps? Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
The Pakal thief's glyph message translates to, "The magician suffers yellow death." What in the world do you think that means?
You've got me there.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
See you around.
So you've got nothing new to add. Let's go back to the museum. Hopefully Nancy's got like a infinite pass here for this metro, otherwise she's going to be spending a fortune back and forth, back and forth. Maybe a monthly pass would do the trick. Alright, Joanna, what are you doing in here? Hello? She's not here. Huh. The heck am I looking at? I don't even know what to do. I didn't expect to actually get to see anything here. I have no idea what she's looking at here. Is there any other snooping that I can do at her desk? What's that? Looks like a key to a filing cabinet. Got a lot of pencils in here. What's this for? Beech Hill Museum. Joanna Riggs. Figurine with bird head. Oh, this one here, figurine with bird head. Okay. So I guess there's nothing here. Ooh, what's this?
Who knew one piece of jade could have so much history?
Wow, check out the King Pakal carving. First known record of ownership. Sold by Serpentine to Felix. Sold at auction by Peterson Estate to Beech Hill Museum. Sold to Felix Peterson. What? $800,000? Holy cow. That is not cheap. As you may have heard, my longtime clients Felix and Miranda Peterson both passed away this summer in the heat wave. Felix was 89 and Miranda was 91, and by all accounts they had lived extraordinary full lives. Still, it's too bad that their air conditioning unit went blink when it did. I and all the citizens of Greenwich will miss them dearly. As you know, Peterson had no children. Per their instructions, I am to arrange the auction of their estate and donate the proceeds to charity. As you may also know, the Petersons had a fabulous art collection, including several pre-Columbian artifacts that may be of particular interest to you. Okay. Wow, check that out. 37% ownership of the gallery. That's interesting. Rupert and John. Pakal carving, official bill of sale. Taylor Sinclair, Joanna Riggs, and Bertram. Interesting. Anything else in here that's interesting? Grant forms. Okay, we did this already. No, not the Prudence docs. Don't see anything else in this one. There's something else here. Nope. Okay, well, where did she go? I want to talk to her. We've seen this already. Rutherford! What else could I do to poke around in here? Do a little Nancy Snoop. Doesn't look like there's anything else for me to do. Okay, let's go to the lab then. What time is it? Should be noon, right? Because it was 10:30. Back to the scene of the crime. Open that up. Oh, what's this? Nancy, the police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. Ugh. Do I have time for this? No. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, will you please? I left my office open if you need anything. Awful trusting.
You have voicemail. Press.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to HENRIK Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
Wow, things are getting out of hand here. We'll call Franklin first. Definitely making a lot of phone calls in this particular Nancy Drew game.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But instead, it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'm used to it by now. And after all, this situation is no more treacherous than my recent attempt at a ski vacation in Wisconsin. Anyway, about Beech Hill.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beech Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Bacall carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Okay.
Don't you believe she's genuinely concerned about the welfare of the museum?
Good intentions are no substitute for integrity and sound judgment, Nancy. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
Really?
Oh, Mr. Rose, I'm not qualified to be a curator. I don't have the experience.
Maybe not, but you are the best qualified detective I know, which is just what we need right now. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Bacall back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
Now I have to actually do this for Ms. Riggs?
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
Bye, kiddo. Okay, so let's call the hospital. Can I do it from here, or do I have to go back to my... I think I have to go back to the hotel. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, well... So Joanna's been... arrested, or sorry, brought in for questioning, and Henrik is in the hospital. Don't think I can get into his desk over here, right? Don't think so.
It's locked.
Still not sure what this is for.
It's locked.
Okay. So we should... Oh, and this is for this. No, what am I talking about? Alright, well, let's go to the back to our hotel. Then we will make a phone call to the hospital. And then we'll hopefully get a chance to see Henrik. Like, if we can go and say howdy to him at the hospital. Colonial Hotel. We'll just leave the museum empty with nobody in charge. Ah, no big deal. No harm, no foul. Colonia Hotel. Nancy probably needs to change her clothes anyways. Alright, let's see here. Pick it up. So do I just do 202? Nope. Okay, let's try this again then.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
Okay.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memory.
This is complicated.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar, that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound or... Oh, what is that last one? Oh yes, taste. A cognitive memory is something that you know or remember intellectually. For example, how do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Okay.
Yikes!
Exactly.
Yikes.
But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
Like, this is all fantastic from an educational standpoint, but where do I come in?
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Okay.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Ifs. There's a lot of ifs.
Great. Is there anything else?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Well, the last thing we want is a meltdown. I'll go easy on him.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that also means that we're going to say bye-bye. We're out of time. Thank you all for watching. I'm YourGibs. We'll see you in the next video.